Cool cats, cool dudes, and making his return to the show, Mr. Ben.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not bad at all. More importantly, how are you?
I'm good. Knee's good. Back to fitness.
Knee's good.
Happy days.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Look in the comment section. The man in the shadows said he's trying his hardest to stay awake. Don't think it's going to work. Who's smoking a cigar in my place? And then I believe that was our man at the bottom. That was you, of course. And then Jersey Chris with "Isn't Ben cool too?" He has his moments. Has his moments.
Sort that out. There we go.
Yeah.
So how is everyone? All right?
Hello Ian. Pink Cushion. Hello, Ian. How are you, sir? How you doing, Chris? Sorry, it was rude of me. Should have said that first. International breaks. What do you think of them? Sum it up. I was going to say one word. Beat me to it.
Shit. Boring shit. Whatever word you want to use. Pointless. Annoying. Interrupting.
Do you think they should bunch them up into like the end of the season?
I think FIFA should just say, right, UEFA, you're allowed one tournament. Get rid of your Nations League bullshit. And at the end of the season, that you're not playing the tournament, you qualify for the tournament. And friendlies are non-existent. And that's it. So we can get on with our season uninterrupted.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if they should do. They're not going to do that because then if they did do that, yeah, because if they did do that, all that means is you'd get even more friendlies. Yeah, because they're not going to not have football because to them this is still providing football. Not good, but. Don't get me wrong, I do sometimes think that Leeds' performance, let's say over the barren 16-year spell, for example, there were times across the 10 years of us being in the Championship where it was like, good God, please bring an international break on so we can stop playing football for a bit.
Well, it was like that last season.
Well, no, but we won before most international breaks last season. It was then we came back and we're dog shit. Like, obviously, we beat Liverpool for the World Cup, beat Wolves.
I'm going off the last international break, so we came back after that one and we did all right, so let's hope.
Yeah.
What we're going to start today, and so.
Well, at least you have 2 weeks of sitting there on the back of a victory. But what we have in store today, well, it's the same thing we usually have in store, except for that there's no match to really pick apart. So I think this would be a good opportunity to ask you your thoughts, because obviously you was indisposed last week. What was your thoughts on the Bristol City match and the QPR match, like in general?
QPR didn't see it, so I can't really comment. A win's a win. People moaning about the performance and whatnot, but we had a few of them under Bielsa's, a few 1-0s that struggled to get through. So it's part and parcel. Thought we were all right. We should have buried Bristol really. But Rutter was good. Missed the sitter. I don't know how he missed, but happy 6 points.
Yeah, as I said this last week, I weren't going to actually dig out Rutter for his miss. I was more fascinated by it, like the physics of how he managed to achieve it. Like, I mean, the reason it never went in is because obviously he didn't see it till it was too late. The ball basically hits him in the shin and goes over the bar. But still, I was just fascinated by it. The thing I will give him, Ben, and I think this is important to say, is most footballers, or many footballers in that situation, then have their boo-boo face on until they get subbed. He instead was like, no, actually, I'm going to play even better.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
So whose miss was worse, his or Traore's?
I'll say Traore's is worse because...
He's maybe a few inches closer.
Yeah, but also
It's looked the easier finish, didn't it? You know, you
I'm
can
saying
see why
it.
Rutter missed that because of the
Yeah, yeah,
bounce on the ball.
yeah, exactly. But also, got to take into account that it didn't affect the game ultimately, is that we still went on and won it, whereas obviously that would have won the game for Hull. We would not have overturned it had they scored that, and they didn't. Welcome to Jimmy Bremner's Ghost, with obviously the wall and how's your leg been?
Jimmy. Yeah, it's good, Jimmy. Thanks.
Better odds of winning the US Powerball lottery than Rutter missing that. Well, he did though. But he went on and provided an assist about 10 minutes later or 20 minutes later. So
and scored an offside goal.
Yeah. Credit to him. But I mean, after the Southampton result, we were sat here basically going, we need 6 points, and we got the 6 points. So what more can you say? Generally, though, I usually like to start the show with a bit of fun, bit of nonsense. Okay. Gary may have crowned me the king of nonsense. Not the king, but I'm all right here. So, just, Marge, I'm bored. Why don't you watch England versus Australia? Because I'm trying to reduce my boredom. I think that summed it up, really.
Pretty much.
In 4 years, England's games have been moved from Sky Sports to BBC One to ITV to Channel 4. Carry on playing like this, we'll be watching the World Cup on Dave. Dave is a channel in the UK most known for basically showing repeats of Mock the Week. I bet I can show you something that will trigger your childhood, Ben. Remember checking the latest scores through the window of Dixon's?
I do, yeah. On teletext or the video printer.
Wow, that's a big jackpot.
If it wasn't Dixon's, it was Curry's.
Yeah, exactly right. This photo is basically every Saturday afternoon on the high street in the 80s and 90s. Without fail. Go over a park on a Sunday, or go over a park after 4 o'clock on a weekday in the weekend. What's the universal signal you're going to hear? Can I play? Dunno, mate, not my ball. Back in the days where the owner of the ball decided who could play. Amazing. Before we get into Premier League clubs, go to talk about a team that are near a Premier League club. So we'll go Barnet away.
Really?
Poor lad. Yeah, we've all been there, Jimmy. We've all done the window thing. We've all done it. I was also this child. When I was young, I thought Arsene Wenger created Arsenal and named it after himself. I'm ashamed to say I honestly thought that as well. Even though I got into football before he was even there. So that just means I'm more of an idiot than FTP Haj Omar. So anyway. But I've also... how can you connect Chelsea to the Simpsons? Found a way. I used to be a big, rich and successful club, but then they changed what a big, rich and successful club was. It will happen to you, Newcastle and Man City. That won't. Because they tend not to waste the money they have. So Anyway, but speaking of Newcastle, I have live footage of the last time Newcastle won the top division.
What's he doing flying through air? What's the other guy doing in background kicking? What's he kicking?
I think they were adopting a unusual tactic where you have no tactics. In fact, they barely even know the rules.
This is the football, the musical. This.
Poor lads. I think we should move on to Manchester City because they deserve some time in the spotlight because they've not had enough of it lately. Chelsea going downhill fast in Gazprom's share price. Gazprom, pure Champions League. Living in the city, this is Balling on Twitter, wrote, living in the city of London, kids were in the playground saying, I support Arsenal, I support Man United, I support Chelsea. There was one kid that said he supported Leeds on the playground in London. I don't know who that was. I support Tottenham, I support Derby County. I ain't ever heard a man in my 70 years on this earth in London say they support Manchester City. That's going to change. It's going to change, unfortunately. A certain bookmaker said that was the worst last weekend was the worst Man City performance in their 15-year history. 15. Did the Dino head it in? It's a good chance that might have been how they won the title. But also we've got Mark Goldbridge quoted when he heard that Man City are going to extend their capacity to 60,000, said it's like a virgin getting a king size bed. What to roll around in? You're never going to get anyone else in there with you. So he's right.
Yeah, it's obviously a corporate move, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Men that support Man City are like women who support whatever team wins. That's the opinion of Kit. Explicitly the opinion of Kit. I've heard people say that Man City fans are armchair fans. The internet sort of agrees. Man City fan on his way to a game. Man City fan. It's for Oasis gigs. That actually makes more sense than to try and fill it for football. Samuel really doesn't like them. Sam said, Man City will forever be a small club, no history, no legacy, just financial corruption, allegedly. It's not allegedly, probably true. Anyway, will I be getting a message from email from Manchester City to find out? This is exclusive footage of one of the seats at Everton's new stadium. I hope it's discounted. Why would you put it there? But I'm going to defend Liverpool, not defending Liverpool on anything. I'm going to defend Everton here and say, did you know that when Everton play Liverpool at Anfield, it's totally unique, a derby like no other, because the home fans have further to travel than the away fans do. Because they don't support Liverpool in Liverpool. Just anyway. Christmas wishes this year, obviously. Before you laugh at children for believing in Santa, just remember there are adults who believe that every year is Liverpool's year. Also, Arnie will always be the Terminator. Tom Hanks will always be Forrest Gump, and Jurgen Klopp will always be the master of excuses. For the length of the grass, it was the time of the day, it was the wind. There is great hits. One more on Man United, Liverpool before we move on to someone else. There's two comments up. I suspect one of them's from Mr. Chris. But in Liverpool's greatest Premier League era, they have the same number of Premier League titles as Leicester and Blackburn. Everton get relegated, then it'll be selling Bramley-Moore Docks to Wrexham. That's it. I am out. Stay with us, Chris. We'll move on from this same level of success as Leicester and Blackburn. We'll move on from it, all right? Ben, who's the team we really hate the most?
Well, I'm going to let Jimmy answer that one.
At least Klopp hasn't been being shit on having to get the bus yet. That's true. That's very fair. That's fair. Hello, my fellow scoundrels. Hello, BX Gunner. And my apologies, hello, Russ, as well. Sorry, it was rude of me.
Hey,
I was in full meme flow. Apologies, Russ. And hello to...
I'm currently 9.5 out of 10, BX. Struggling on.
So, do you want a brain? No thanks, buddy. I'm a Manchester United fan. And then we're going to see that surgery be carried out. Just going to let that sit for a few seconds. Anyway. What would you like for Christmas? A unicorn. Be realistic. I'd like Manchester United finishing the top 4. So what colour unicorn do you want? And here's Tom. Being a Man United fan's not stressful at all, says Tom, 26 years old. But we cannot let a week go by where we do not bring up our new favourite goalkeeper, Ben. Goalkeepers that are better than Onana. Scum of jelly yield for brains. No more Gary Neville shit. Huddersfield. I like that game. Oh, that's all good. Did you know because Sancho's been thrown out of the team, do you know he went and got a second job? Allegedly. But it's that time of the year, right? Like, what, just over 2 weeks? You go and get your Manchester United Halloween costume right now. Because if you want to go as a CUNT, just buy their full kit. Don't buy their full kit. It's a waste of money. Expensive toilet paper. But Christopher Eccleston will always be Doctor Who. Well, maybe in 2005. But if I had to give the top 5 teams I hate, then it's Scum, Shell Scum, Bradford, Dog Botherers and Derby. It's a fair 5, Jimmy. It's a fair 5. Do you hear about the Manchester United fan protests? Man United fans getting ready to attend a match and a Glazer out protest while spending money at the stadium. Yeah, clown show. And last one, promise. Breaking news, a consortium from London have placed an irrefutable offer to the Glazers for Manchester United Football Club and talks are underway. I wonder if they'll get the club. But in fairness, Rodney's doing all right. He turned up in Frasier, the new Frasier. Fucking Rodney. Sorry. It's not a Frasier podcast, but I thought Rodney's in Frasier. Sorry, it's really weird. Sorry. Anyway, I'm partial to Matt Smith. Not there's anything wrong with that. And hello, Tom. How are you? Thank you for joining us, Taib, your teapot. Is it right that Shaker said no to Glazer's price and now wants to buy the Hammers? Oh, God, no. I hope that's not true. The end part. We were always better than West Ham. How have we? Why couldn't they have had the Olympics in Leeds and just built us a stadium, then give it to us for £1 or whatever it was? Ridiculous. But I was playing Football Manager, as some people may know I'm a bit partial to that, and I came across this, which was a bit alarming. Didn't know what sort of game I was playing. So it's not right, is it? Team in Switzerland, apparently. Team in Switzerland. Also, this isn't a joke. I saw this on Twitter and I thought it was really cool. Someone posted their nan, 85 years old, came to Ellen Road. She first went, she was 14, had them in for 40 years. Wanted to go again to see if the atmosphere was same as all those years ago. When we scored, the emotion of it all got to her. There were tears in her eyes. I think she had a good day. Go on, Nan. Someone's Nan.
Yeah.
She's all of our Nan. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. She looks happy. She shows a good day to go, which is in contrast to me because I've never seen a score there, right? So Nan's already doing better. Anyway. Don't knock for a poll for that one. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. So we're not the October international break. How do you think it's going for Leeds so far in general?
All right, I'm happy. We're in the mix. I'm not really worried that Leicester are that many points ahead. It's a long season. Thick of it's still to come. We're in the right place.
I don't care what Leicester are doing. I'm worried about what Ipswich are doing right this moment because, well, not right this moment, Sunday night, but because the prize for finishing first and second is the same. So Leicester can win every week. We just got to be second.
I think we're a better team than Ipswich personally. Just need to put teams away. Look, they're both them two are going to lose games. We just need to lose less from now on out. We've still got good players still to come, and I think we'll only get better and stronger. Inevitably, if we do the double over Ipswich and let's say take 4 points off Leicester, that claws it a bit as well. So.
Yeah, I think there's a. Thank you, Jimmy. I think there's a. You've got to keep in mind, obviously, our season, although officially we all start at the same time, really we started the moment that the transfer window shut. Like that's when we started. Like I know all teams are going to say the same, but everyone knows obviously the issues we had in the summer weren't the same as issues that Leicester had in the summer. Because although Leicester lost some players, they got a lot of money for those players.
Yeah.
Whereas we lost a lot of players and we got money off the wage bill, but that don't help you when you're trying to get out of the situation you're in. Oh no, not the playoffs. But do you think it's fair to say? I think fifth. I think we're doing well. I think there's some games we could have done better in. I can't wait to play Birmingham again. Cannot wait to play Birmingham. Not even because of Rooney, just because we had to suffer that Saturday of not getting on the bus. Tom Brady being interviewed at pitchside like he was Lord fucking Mayor of Birmingham. We got to shut him up. Not that he's been talking a lot since.
Look, I think we would have beat Hull in the end. But there's 2 points that escaped us. I think we were shit against Wednesday and shit against Birmingham. But I also thought Birmingham was shit as well. So I don't really think we deserve to lose that one.
Yeah. We made one more mistake than they did. That was it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's enough.
There's only Southampton that's bettered us. And I think we was just asleep that day.
Yeah. I believe you was here on the episode where we was talking about it. But there was no way we could sit here and be like we deserve something out of that game because we didn't. I mean,
no, not at all. No.
I mean, I'm a fan of my team, but I still try not to be a fan of delusion. And saying we should have beat Southampton based on that performance would be delusion. We got what we deserved. If you defend like that first 30, 40 minutes, you deserve to be 3-0 down.
Oh, definitely. Game was over when that's first goal. I mean, we never woke up from minute one. So even the second half, people say it was an improvement, but it was an improvement on the first half, which didn't take a lot to be an improvement on.
Exactly. You didn't have to work hard to play better than you did in that first half.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I know these things happen. But something I did see on Twitter, which I think you might find, or people might find interesting, is I looked up these stats for the greatest ever starts in the Championship. And basically, Leicester obviously on track for one of the greatest starts. But it's something along the lines of no team with 28 points at this stage has ever not been promoted. So hopefully we can start ramping up some pressure on Ipswich to not be. They're going to regress, right? Because their defence is not good, but they've been scoring lots of goals to compensate for it.
Yeah.
But eventually, there's going to be a game where they don't score a lot of goals.
Look, it's crunch time's coming up, innit? Christmas, January. So this is the time where I think teams have found out, and those that are serious come to the forefront. So we just need to keep winning. It's as simple as that, and then not worry about them.
Yeah. But yeah, as you can see though, like most of these teams do have like the C or P next to them, like they did go up with these starts.
Yeah.
So, but it's important to note, like this can be overturned, and we've got to try. Got to try. Connor Chaplin's done well. Leif Davis is doing well there as well. To be fair to him, very good Davis, as Mr. Bielsa would say. But yeah. So, do you have any thoughts on Norwich? Are we playing them Sunday? Or is it Saturday?
Oh, look. Thoughts on Norwich? They've had a mixed season so far, haven't they? They concede goals for me, which is a big thing. We need to take advantage of these. We need to take advantage of these teams that have been conceding goals. And Norwich is another opportunity for me. I think the wheels have come off them a little bit from the start that they had, obviously. Confidence not as high. So, yeah, look, it's 3 points for me, or it should be. Not being too disrespectful in Norwich, but how much of them know Farke's system could be an advantage for them? But we'll see.
The only away game I look at now, like obviously now Southampton's gone, where I'm like, we'll do well to get anything out of this, would be Leicester. I mean, I don't think we should be afraid of anyone with respect to the division. I mean, to be fair, I was saying these same things when we were in the Premier League. Like, we don't need to be afraid to go to Anfield, knowing that really we're going to take a 6-0 pumping. Don't really believe in fear in that respect. But at the same time, like, it's just kicking football around the park, isn't it? Ultimately, just these parks are slightly more manicured than others. But sorry, you was going to say something? Sorry.
No, I agree. Look, you should go to every game wanting to win it. Because what's the point? I don't agree with these teams that come up for a point and then hope to nick it. That's not football for me. There shouldn't be a... You take it back to park level where you're playing home or away. There's no tactics for home or away. You just go out and play. And it should be the same. You shouldn't have home and away tactics. You just go there, try and get 3 points wherever you go. Whether it be Luton Town away or Real Madrid away, do you know?
I understand why certain teams do it, because I do think I've said this before, and like I feel there are managers that are very good at what they do because they recognise what the abilities of the players they have, and you play to what you can actually do on the pitch. Like if you mainly have players that are better at defending, and they're not very prolific up front, then you'd be mad to play an all-out attacking style. But at the same time, you have a responsibility. I'm sorry, go on, Ben.
We should give a bonus point for 5 shots on target. That'd spice it up a bit. Man City would get bonus points most weeks, but you want a bonus. You want to stay up. Yeah, but yeah, it encourages attacking football, doesn't it? So you get 10 shots on target, you get 2 points.
To be fair though, Ben, that's the reason you have 3 points for a win, is because it encouraged attacking football. Because originally teams would turn up and go, I don't fancy trying to get 2 points for a win. I might as well just take the 1 and guarantee that we'll get it. So, yeah. But you can have Ireland to thank for the back pass rule as well, because there was a match, Italia 90, if I remember rightly, Ireland played Egypt, and the ball was passed back to Pat Bonner so much that FIFA actually went, "Fuck this, we're getting rid of the back pass rule." Or we're installing the back pass rule. And yeah, hello, Ange. Thank you for joining us. Very kind of you. I was on a Arsenal ladies watch along earlier, which was good fun. It's good fun.
My mum's an Arsenal lady, just so you know.
Yeah. Arsenal tend to be the team that Leeds fans hate the least, because you tend to ruin things for the teams that we all hate. But then it unfortunately has worked out that a lot of the times. Yeah.
We've ruined it for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I didn't want to beat you to win the league for Manchester United. That was just a byproduct of our responsibility to try and win a football match. But anyway,
and stay in the league.
Exactly. We'd have got relegated if we didn't win at Arsenal in 2003.
And inevitably, the scum got the title.
Yeah. He was a great keeper, but I've seen footage of that match for Ireland versus Egypt, and I'm surprised they didn't actually cut the number of teams in the World Cup because of it. It's that bad. They should have gone, fuck it, we'll just have England, Brazil, and Germany in a 3-team tournament. But, nah. Anyway, so I took the liberty of basically pulling up Norwich's stats for their previous game, which, as I said in backstage, is mainly just so I could find out who plays for Norwich. I didn't know. Do you know Adam Forshaw plays for Norwich?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure at the end of the season they're going to say, yeah, he did all right job for us.
I know they've got still got Angus Gunn. Knows it at Southampton. I don't know. Yeah, they've got Angus Gunn back, haven't they? And they've got that ginger, useless Yank up front. And if he scores now, I've said that, I'll be pissed.
He is injured though. He didn't play yesterday due to injury. Last week due to injury. But I don't know if he'll be back or not. The ginger non-Aronson.
Yeah.
So basically, what I surmised from this was Norwich are sort of more prolific than Coventry, but they didn't really do much. And then they threw it away at the end anyway. So they clearly can be got at, but you've got to assume they're going to be more adventurous against us at the home team in the home game. Just won the championship. You did not pick Leeds. Wait, what? Chris, what's going on? Is it good?
I might put him on time out for that.
I think you should.
Terrible. After we roasted Liverpool for him as well, we gave his team some airtime.
Exactly. We in a show about the Championship, we then talked about loads of Premier League teams. Dassy.
Yeah, even put your manager.
I admire your honesty, but still. Every time you press the circle or X button, even though I'm pretty sure you got Xbox and not PlayStation, so it's not the same, but every time you pressed it, it was like a dagger for our heart because you were like, I chose Norwich over Leeds. It's like.
No, I can quite confirm he is a PlayStation guy.
Oh, fair enough. Wanted a challenge. All right.
We were in the same team.
I'm banning him. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's acceptable. So I pulled this up. Apologies for the fact that it's after the fact, but looking at their 11, quite right, Ben. They have Angus Gunn, and that Shane Duffy used to play for Brighton.
Reading.
Interesting. They obviously have Forshaw on the bench. Forshaw was unused sub. And I can't remember who they brought on. But...
Go on then. Who's their number 20?
Well, I'm going to guess that he's Polish, just based on the name of Przemysław. Is it Przemysław? Chris
Yeah,
is.
correct, yeah.
No, that Chris knows how this is said because he knows everything. But yeah, anyway. So Kenny McLean, and that sounds familiar. Like he's almost certainly played in the Premier League.
No, he's probably some gangster in East London.
That's true. That's a fair point. Shane Duffy, my sister used to wet herself over him in Boyzone. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's him out of Coronation Street, isn't it? Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh, we've got to beat these guys if they're filming Corrie actors. Do you know the guy who plays Kirk in Corrie?
we got beat by that fucking tit, Mark Wright, Crawley or whatever he fucking played.
Yeah, and he make like what he had like 100% pass rate because he made one pass. Something like this.
Yeah. Okay, now. It was like Make a Wish or something. A fucking dream come true. Jim fixed it for him.
No, because I know James McLean plays for Wrexham because he basically went there just so he could meet the fucking actors. And no one's ever going to convince me that teams are going to Wrexham because they like Wrexham and things like this. It's like, no, you're going there so you can meet Deadpool. Just admit you want to meet Deadpool. It's not a crime. It's genuinely not a crime, but no one ever says it. Like, oh, I'm ready for a challenge at this point in my career. Go to Notts County then.
Yeah.
Why aren't you going to play for Notts County if you wanted a lower league challenge? No, but you're going to the team so you can beat Deadpool. Just say it. Just say it. Please, just say it. Anyway, sorry, just my soapbox on that.
Oh.
Just say it. Just say it. Yeah. Just say it. Yeah. So we've moved towards Director John kindly prepared these slides. The best. It's the best. For obviously our
right now.
Yeah, but thank you for your work for us, John. Thank you.
Keep your voices down, everyone.
So obviously this is Leeds in October, so we're coming back. There's probably one more game after this, and then there'll be another international break. So I reckon we'll play 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
So probably 2 games after this, to be fair. Could be wrong. Might even be 3 games. Might be a 6-game period actually, because there'll be a midweek. Yeah. Anyway, don't matter. But so Norwich away, Stoke away. These two, I don't want to say hard games because we should win them, but they're going to make it hard for us to win them, right?
I think Stoke might give us a game, to be honest. More than Norwich.
Is it fair to say like Stoke are going to treat this as we're on the red button, we're, more eyes are going to be on us than maybe if we were playing Huddersfield or something like that?
Possibly.
Because I can't prove it, and I'm sure every team thinks this, but I do get the feeling that other teams try harder against us than they do against others.
Yeah.
Just a feeling I have.
From what
I'm
I've watched
sure
for
Arsenal
Leicester,
fans think it.
I think other than like Coventry and the team that beat them, teams seem to have. I don't know whether they wear them down in the end, but they just seem to roll over. For them, it's. Leicester seem to get through teams easier than we do. So therefore, I just feel that they're not getting the full 11 men behind the ball fucking defensive show. Do you know?
Partly what I think it is, I could be wrong because I'm not going to act like I've watched every move Leicester have made. But it like, for example, Ben, it feels like, I don't know whether this is actually true, but it feels like Saturday afternoon, if they're playing at 3 o'clock and I check their score at 14 minutes past 3, Leicester are 1-0 up. And then as a contest, it's done. And it feels like Leicester score their first shot on goal in a lot of games, and we don't, basically. So we make it easier for teams to do 5 behind the ball because they've still got something to defend, whereas teams against Leicester are very, we want to do that, but you've already scored, so we can't do that now. We have to come out a bit, which then makes it even easier for Leicester to get the second goal,
I think
third goal.
That is, if I'm right, that one game after Huddersfield is Leicester. I think.
Be a good contest, hopefully. And by a good contest, I mean a contest we win. But, I mean, the rest of the league are going to be looking at us to beat them.
Yeah, it is. Away Friday night. The 3rd.
God, no. Friday night?
Away. I don't know. We've done good in the Midlands on that Friday night fixture.
Okay. Okay. I'll
We
trust
beat
it.
them,
I'm going to
Matt,
trust you.
For me, we beat them. I just think we do.
That says Uncle Ted would be proud. Proper Yorkshire man. Proper.
So, how long's Mr. Spence got left then? Can't be far off.
Oh, he's got to be. What was it? 8 weeks? Was it 8 weeks at the start of September?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, probably a couple of weeks left, and we'll get to see him bombing down the wing. Me, ideally, will be him bombing down one wing, Firpo down the other. I really don't mean to discount Sam Byram because he's been a godsend, to be fair to us. And but just more for my own personal amusement. I just want to see them just go.
Yeah. Have you been in touch with Junior? Do you know how he's doing?
He's coming along nicely. He's ready to be the best player the EFL has ever seen.
Good.
And saying that though, Sam Byram has been very good for us, right? Like Premier League quality, dare I say?
Better than very good.
Yeah.
I think one mistake. That's it.
Any word on Stewie D's recovery? Yeah, I believe I'll be very surprised if he actually plays for Leeds again.
Yes, so will I.
And what I mean by that is like in a meaningful capacity. Like he's definitely going to get a last 5-minute run at in a game where we're already in front or something like that. Like that will definitely
we've already been promoted. Yeah, if we get promoted, he'll get his testimonial game.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. If he does play games and plays well and stuff, I will happily sit here and say I was wrong to say that. But I do believe that will be the case, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong as well, but I think that is what's going to happen. Because you've got to keep in mind, he's not played for 2 years, and that's because we all saw the injury. It was awful.
It's his own fault as well.
Yeah. That's typical footballers, though, isn't it? Like even Roy Keane, was out for 2 years because he injured himself trying to foul Haaland's dad. But football is it's a strange game. So a lot worse injury than Harvey Barnes. Is he the Newcastle one? Because I think Ashley Barnes plays for Norwich. Oh, Harvey Elliott. Yeah. I still don't think Pascal Struijk should have been sent off for that.
No one does apart from Klopp.
Yeah. But so I think we should have a look at. No, that's the wrong one. My apologies. I really needed a director for this. Results system. Right. So obviously last week, Birmingham Birmingham beat West Brom 3-1, and then John Eustace was rewarded for beating West Brom by being sacked. What do you make of that, Ben, being sacked for winning and being sixth in the table?
Calamity. Absolute calamity. Why? So you can flex your muscles and show you out, and then you get your stupid little idiot celebrity friend to come and take charge.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they're going to... Do you think they're going to... Tom Brady is going to fly over here so he can be seen shaking hands with Wayne Rooney. I'm certain this is a thing that will happen. And it will be terrible.
I never liked Tom Brady as a fucking quarterback anyway. Mr. America, he's just a dick, isn't he, really? People like him as dicks. They're born dicks, and the dicks at high school and the dicks throughout their lives. And just
I think it's literally because they just want Wayne Rooney. They want the attention from having Wayne Rooney, and they want to take advantage of his contacts. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like get his address book out, basically. Like bring your mates
sell
in.
Birmingham a bit more in America because they all know who Wayne Rooney is.
Yeah. But the one thing I will defend
Bellingham's shirt.
Yeah, cringe, absolute cringe. Because they're still under the impression that one day he'll come back and reclaim it. Which might be true, but it'll be like 20 years. But don't get me wrong, if in 20 years he comes back and does reclaim his shirt, I will sit here and say I'm wrong. I'll never remember that I said this, but no doubt Ian or someone's going to hold me to task for it. But I think the one thing I will say is everyone's like, he got Birmingham into sixth. It's like, yeah, but he's 2 points away from 15th. That's how tight this division is. Like, one week, one bad week for Birmingham in a 3-game week would put them 15th. So I'm not justifying the sacking, like, to be clear. Like, it's mental, but, you know. Anyway,
he's had a better start than any other managers in the past 10 years, hasn't he? So.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't get me like. I think my point is more that he's had the benefit of just winning 2 games in a week, as opposed to like. But I still don't think they should sack him. Obviously, that's not what I'm trying to say. But it's the margins in the Championship, as you'll see when we throw the table up. But Mill drew like a lot of draws. I mean, Leeds got a win. QPR, we only put one past QPR, but everyone else seems to go goal crazy against them. Strange. But then QPR probably don't turn up with a 5-man defence against Blackburn.
No.
So, I don't know what their formation was against Blackburn, to be fair. But they obviously didn't work, whatever they did. I don't know who would be more unhappy at Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield. The people that had to watch it, I suppose. That must have been dross, dire. Do you see the goal that Rotherham scored against Southampton? I'm sure it was a player called Hugh Gill. I'm sure it was. The goal, it was incredible. Yeah, it was basically like a side foot volley from outside the box into the... It was so good that the Southampton commentator just sounded sad that it happened rather than like angry or anything like that. It was like because they were dominating Rotherham. Like they should have been 4-0 up, and then the ball just drops to Hugill outside the box, side foot volley. Like it was like Tony Yeboah or Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank hitting a side foot. It's like being hit by a truck and just straight in the top corner. And the commentator's like, "Oh, Rotherham have just scored." Beautiful. I implore anyone to watch it. It's hilarious. But anyway, obviously going into these weekend games, didn't realise Rotherham play Ipswich on the Friday. Our task could be made even more difficult.
No, Rotherham's been putting fights up. They have, haven't they? They put up a fight against Leicester, Norwich, when they were up there. So,
yeah, obviously we're all hoping that Rotherham do us a favour, but really they've got to do themselves a favour.
Yeah. And
because obviously
it's a long way to travel on a Friday, do you know, Ipswich to Rotherham. So, but you never know. You never know. I think Swansea could get something at home as well. But equally so could Norwich. Equally so could Norwich.
Yeah. But I mean, just got to keep winning games. That's all you can do in football. Just you do your best, you win. But then if you're not doing your best, you've got to try and identify why you're not doing your best and you fix it. But I think we're ticking along nicely.
Yeah, under the radar.
Jorginho Rutter is just quite a specimen, isn't he, with the old tricks and stuff. But yeah, you love to see it. Where are we at? Jesus, we're nearly an hour. Wow. So we'll do the table. See how like Birmingham 18, but all right, so it's not quite 2 points off, but you know my point. Just got to keep putting pressure on Ipswich, haven't we? And still go if you do slip up, we're going to catch her.
Well, third place is within one game's reach.
Yeah.
And then that's all you can do, isn't it? It's all you can do.
Yeah. I think I said this to you 2 months ago, or 6 weeks, something like that. When we were hovering around like this 15th and stuff. It was like we just got one game at a time. Like just keep jumping someone. Got to leapfrog everyone, and then eventually you get. Well, I say you catch Leicester. Just want to catch Ipswich at the moment. Just because as much as getting promoted 3 years ago was amazing, it was one of those. Oh yeah, this is really good, but like there's no celebration. There's no one to share it with because you're stuck in your ass, basically.
Yeah, I know what you mean. At least this time we get to see a tour bus.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be pretty cool. All those years of languishing 12th and 13th in the Championship, hard work. Yeah. It was disappointing that we couldn't make it, so we were languishing 12th and 13th in the Premier League. Disappointing. But we've got to roll with the punches.
Of course you do.
Sorry, Ben?
It'll be what it'll be, and we'll rise again.
Yeah. Before we go into question of the week, before I throw this up, what Director John did do this. That's pretty cool. So we already got this. Didn't know he'd done that one. This is the one I knew he'd made. This is like the lineup of like the last time we played Norwich, and it's grim reading because I'll sometimes have to pinch myself and be like, Rafinha actually played for us, because what a footballer! What a footballer! Yeah, I mean, if that was their plan, Jimmy, it worked to their credit. Because, in hindsight, why would they have wanted to pay full whack for a Premier League team when they can pay half for a Championship team, but you've already got the assets of a Premier League team? Very clever stuff, very clever. This was the last time we played at Norwich. Obviously, again, Rafinha again. Yeah, that was the game. There was 3 goals in 4 minutes. Or 5 minutes, if you want to get technical, because I know that's what Ian's typing right now. Talking about that. I've read that they still pay. I've read that they've paid that off. Didn't Radrazani say that they'd paid it off?
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, obviously they're not going to get away with not paying it if they have. I mean, you just got to pay that, as we've discovered with Red Bull Leipzig. You got to pay.
Yeah.
But anyway, these were our last 15 games against Norwich. Could be worse. I was going to say, it feels like we don't play them that much, but then that's because they're in the Premier League every other year. Usually. But that tidbit will lead us on to the question of the week. Mr. Tom's question of the week. Harry Hill.
I'm never singing that.
I was going to try and get you to record your version of singing it, and then I'd play it over the top.
Oh, yeah.
But Norwich to adopt ups and downs as their motto, yeah. So Leeds United, in our history, have played Norwich 61 times. How many times have we won? I'll give you 10 more seconds. Pincushion has it right with 1919. Sorry. The answer is... You were very close, Jimmy, by the way. The answer is 25. Impressive, Jimmy. Impressive. And on top of that, it was obviously 20 losses and 16 draws. Russ Morgan with...
I like being the more dominant side of the... I like it when we just edge it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because obviously we play a lot of teams where we would have played them a lot in the era when we beat everyone. So hopefully, like, if you sort of... what's the word? It's like Bristol City have beat us in like 2 matches since 1996. That was last week's question, by the way. Just never beat us, and it's great because there are not too many teams where we have that. But West Ham are one where we always beat them, apart from lately. I don't think I'll be able to handle it if Qatar buy West Ham.
No, I don't know. Why didn't they buy us? We got the only broke Arabs in the world. Fucking GFH capital.
Yeah, exactly. It did what would you call it, like? Did Saudi Arabia like look at GFH and basically go like, we could do what they're doing, but do it well? Like actually spend money.
Was there some written rule in the clause of the selling of the club, right? From when Ridsdale sort of give it up, you must sell it to a buffoon. So we got Ken Bates, followed by them twats, followed by Salino, followed by Rizzani.
Have you seen who's like Salino? Berardi is like the coach at like Brescia under 19s or something. Brilliant. I'm sure they said this on the Square Ball, so forgive me if I'm paraphrasing, but they are correct. He'll probably be like the only manager of Brescia that doesn't get fired after about a week because Salino knows that Berardi would batter him. And they're right. They're right to say it because he would. because he's obviously as hard as nails. Did he get sent off in like his first game for us with like a kung fu kick or something?
Something like that, yeah.
What a man! What a man! Before I forget, if you guys aren't doing anything from 8 o'clock on Friday, check out Dave's Leeds quiz on the Leeds United YRA 72 channel. It's a good laugh. There's familiar faces on there.
Everybody check that out. Yeah, I'll give that a watch.
Yeah, of course. Gypsy Curse and Reeves Day is real when it comes to our owners. Our owners. I know you've already done it, but yeah, just why can't we just be owned by someone that's not a knob?
Let's see what these bring us. Let's see what they bring us.
To be fair, they do seem savvy. It's like nothing they've done so far is outright terrible. I think it's fair to say. I do think it wasn't particularly the wisest thing to say I negotiate contracts in my sleep, because now you've like created this thing where now we just expect you to be amazing at every deal you broker.
Yeah.
Which is unreasonable to expect, but you've created that expectation.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what? We don't really do predictions on this, but what do you realistically see happening at Norwich?
0-2.
I would go with a 1-3 because we have a good recent history. Generally, is we win at Norwich and then Norwich win at Ellen Road. So it wouldn't be the most shocking thing to see us win at Norwich. It'd be shocking to see us beat Norwich at Ellen Road in the Championship.
Yeah.
It won't be shocking to see us win at Carroll Road in the Championship. Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, Ben, is anything you want to say or promote or anything like that before we go?
No. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's been a pleasure as always.
So just wanted to thank Jimmy, Ian, Russ, Mr. Green. Mr. Green would pop up at some point. Chris, Taib, Ange pops up as well. So thank you guys for supporting the show.
Ian,
he's gone full Vinnie Jones here with being emotional. Russ knows how to. Ross knows how to cuddle up to the Leeds fans, as to say. Bring up Vinnie Jones. Always a winner. Sam is in here. He's busy wanking. Not shocking at all. Twice a day, probably. Twice a morning, probably. Anyway, so thank you to everyone for that. Let me get the outro queued up. Have a good week, everyone.
Yeah,
and we'll see you next week.